Brian, what do you think the score is gonna be? Think I'm gonna win? Okay, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to win. So I just don't have confidence in this league.
Enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Returning it, John Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Oh shoot.
On first down, Carr.
Oh.
Pass is incomplete. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throws.
My cornerback almost got an interception on the first play. Number 25, don't know who that is.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Ooh, let's go. I got a strip sack. Shaq Lawson with the recovery.
At the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense...
Number 51, who's that? Gruger Hill. Camus Gruger Hill. With the strip sack.
Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Samuels.
Oh, Justin Samuels, a rookie, inaccurate on his first throw.
They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on, Jared Cook. Let's go. That's why you're the team captain this week.
How he did. He was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see? Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest.
What's the score in your guys' game?
They're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact
You're winning?
that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing
So Curry got free throws?
No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, Kobe Myers, get us 3rd and 3, so I can do play action. Touchdown, Philip Lindsay with the reception.
His first touchdown here of the new
Carl Nassib nearly sacks Justin Samuels. Let's go, Joey Slice. Extra point is good. Texans take the lead right away.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Is Henry Ruggs?
Turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down and 4, Carr.
Let's go, Jimmy Moreland with the interception.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And nearly a touchdown.
Let's go. First and goal for the Texans.
Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown.
That's his first interception of the season.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Bell able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak.
Rookie Justin Samuels, the 1-yard rushing touchdown. His first career rushing touchdown.
His second touchdown of the game, his third.
Rookie's playing good.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by
Joey Slice field goal makes it a 14-0 lead for the Texans.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
All right. John Ross is going to return again. Grugier Hill brings him down.
To the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide.
Nice.
Do we even
Kilo Lipton, the rookie that has a tackle, brings Josh Jacobs down for the loss
back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
from Ohio State.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go.
Old Carr deep throw to Henry Ruggs. Dang. 67-yard gain.
It's a big play there for Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass.
First and goal for the Raiders. I'm surprised by this score, 14-0.
For the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. So he'll be stopped
1-yard gain for Jacobs.
and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even
Yeah.
with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two
I
miss.
got 2 turnovers. That's how I'm up 14-0. I got a strip sack and an interception that led me into the end zone. Or not end zone, but red zone.
Carr.
I almost got a user in. Zach Cunningham with the swat. That's the second swat of the game.
He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Yeah. The cooldown is 7 plays. Yep. So you can't spam.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
And if I move a guy like this, I have to beat him. Because I already moved him. Ah, I thought I was going to intercept that. The ball went right over Grugier Hill. John Ross with the touchdown. I saw that coming too. All right, now I get my real first offensive drive instead of starting in the red zone. Dante Harris set to return.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Usually I only end up running the ball like 10 times a game because I cannot run with Philip Lindsay. Bro, Philip Lindsay's trash. What? Dang. So I'm gonna win. You don't have any players playing for the rest of the day? Let's go. He's injured. Brian Greenfield, the rookie with the big reception. Justin Samuels, the other rookie, is doing good. And so is Kilo Lipton. You can juke, you can't just like do zigzags. Oh. No, it's fun because it's realistic. Because that's realistic. You can't spam plays that don't work. That's like video game plays. In NFL, you don't see a team calling like 4 verts 3 times in a row. Yeah. Ah, Jared Cook dropped it. That would have been a first down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on third. Back to throw. Samuels.
The fullback with the first down. Michael Burton breaks a tackle. No. It's regular teams. Texans. No. Every team was taken. The other Texans user quit. So there's a free team, and that's going to be holding. My one good run that I get holding on the rookie Terrence Hardwick. 5 or 6 wins. No. I had like 11 losses. 11 or 12. Yeah, but that's mostly from the other Texans guy. No, I'm past mid-season. I don't know. He was on like a 7-game losing streak when I checked. But all my games were within a touchdown. I never got blown out. So, yeah, but I'm a bad team. No. My team's a 76 overall. I need to get into field goal range at least here. I'm thinking about running. I'm just going to run. I didn't even gain anything. I got 1 yard. All right, let's see it, Joey Sly. Oh, the wind's going the wrong way, though. Will it sneak through? Yes, it will. 10-point lead for the Texans.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers,
John Simon brings Sean Ross down. Good special teams play.
We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Oh, that's a nice pass for a first down. Oh, second and inches.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Carr gonna give it to Jacobs.
Nice block by Alec Ingold. Dang, he set Josh Jacobs up for that first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
Play action, that tricked me. Josh Jacobs, oh, and Darren Waller gets open for a 7-8 yard gain.
They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A good pickup there.
That's going to end the first quarter, right? Yeah.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
Ooh, that was a nice tackle by KJ Wright, a newly acquired linebacker.
Lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
There's another first down to Josh Jacobs.
And he has the first down yardage before
Jimmy Moreland, the tackle.
45.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
Ooh, Darren Waller with a nice route.
And he is
Zach Cunningham brings him down inside the 10.
all the way down at the 6. It's a big play there for Vegas. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like
And
that
try and
right
blitz.
back in the game, and if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
But Josh Jacobs might get open.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught on the right side.
Touchdown, Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson.
I didn't know he had Allen Robinson. Good thing I got that field goal.
Within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And
Yeah.
the lead is down to a field goal.
Yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And there's another touchdown for the Raiders.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Good thing I get the ball at halftime. There's no hit stick rule.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Here's Harris to return it. And not a great return.
Dang, Dante Harris not doing good in the return game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
And Cleveland Farrell will get the sack.
And hit from distances that we almost started to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
This is going to be a high-scoring game. It's already 21-17. Lindsey gets his longest run of the day with 2 yards.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And there's another touchdown by the Raiders. A strip sack. Dang, this is like the most unlucky game I've ever played.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
2 fumbles returned for a touchdown.
Has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
For what? There's reviewing forms that I have to fill out. What? No, then I just get the win, but he didn't cheat.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that
Let's go, Jacoby Myers puts him some field goal range. This rookie quarterback's doing really good. The 56 overall, or 64, or something like that.
to me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Brian Greenfield. He fumbled too, but it went out of bounds. Oh my god, that's the 3rd fumble of the game. You know what? Let's call a fullback dive.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus
Actually, never mind.
points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble.
There's a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping
I don't want to run with Philip Lindsay. He's going to be like a yard.
Once the pressure forced his eyes
But I
down
have
the
to.
rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down
That's his biggest run of the game.
It's a 4-yard pickup.
4 yards.
With 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yard,
Okay, Myers has been really good. Let's see if he can get open here.
go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep
Gonna make Lindsay block though.
Looking to throw. Samuels.
That's an interception. Oh, thank God.
Intercepted, but he could not hang on.
All right, Joey Sly, another field goal.
There certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And his kick
Down the middle.
is
28-20, Raiders lead.
good. No problems in the field goal department.
I have a feeling this is gonna be.
pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me,
I don't know why, but I feel like the Raiders are gonna score like 60.
his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm gonna blitz again.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Fullback might get open.
Touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Ooh, great play by Cunningham. Jason Peters goes down.
You don't go away from what adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end.
Jimmy Moreland brings him down. That's a quick first down. Dang. I'm going to play with Jackie and Leo and Angel and them. Oh, he's going deep to John Ross. That's a touchdown. Okay.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd.
Brian just left.
No.
Oh. I guess I'll leave.
Spanning and even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. Samuels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Samuels. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, Samuels. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're... watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A give to Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Samuels. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Samuels. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Carr now on 1st down. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Carr. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Samuels. Cooks on the quick slant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
A final shot before break. Samuels, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Back to throw. Samuels. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Samuels. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Card out a throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. The 40. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Off the play fake. Samuels. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have...
That's caught inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. The give is to Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw on second down. Samuels. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mike Burton. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second and a yard, Carr. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking a touchdown.
That's caught. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Harris to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,